Alright guys, in today's video I'm so excited to show you guys what's in my camera bag for 2024. And to make this very interesting, I'm shooting with my iPhone 15 Pro. So you get a different angle when I'm talking about the product and also close up. And also before we jump into it, remember you don't need all these things to start. You can start with just your phone. And later on through time, you'll be able to have all this equipment. Now let's talk about the camera bag itself. This from Think Tank Photo, that's Urban Access 15. I bought this, I think it's been over 4 years now when camera bag was not a thing. And now everyone is a videographer and there are so many camera bags out there. But this so far has been doing the job and it's been through it all. I've been traveling with it, and also when I'm shooting domestic, when I'm in Finland and I'm shooting videos, I always go with this camera bag. And when it comes to camera bags, it's a must if you want to gather more equipment when it comes to videography. It's going to protect your equipment without them scratching and all that. Now let's go to what's inside this camera bag. So first on the list is the camera body. That's Lumix GH5. This is the one that I'm shooting on now. I've been using this for over 5 years now. I think I bought it in the same year. That was 2017 when it was released. Back then, that was a beast camera. So I've been using that for quite some time now and it's been getting all the job done. And looking at the money that I've made from buying this camera, it is so insane. So the next on the list is the lenses, and these are the lenses that I have, including the Lumix 12-35. That's the one I'm shooting on now. So the Lumix 12-35, when it's paired with my GH5, it goes to somewhere 24-70 because it's a macro four third camera. It multiplied by 2. So I've been using that to vlog with 24mm. I'm able to get a bit wide, as you can see on the screen. All my vlogs I shoot with that very lens. And also when I zoom it to 35, that's going to be 70 on my GH5 and I'm able to get a bit zoom in shot. So the next on the list is the Lumix 35-100. So on my GH5, this is going to be 70-200. That's equivalent to the famous Canon 70-200 lens, and this has been giving me some great shot. With this, whenever I want to get a very close-up shot from far away, I use this very lens and it's been getting the job done. But I don't travel with it. I like to travel very light, so I always leave it at home. But when I'm in Finland, domestic shoots, I go with this all the time and it get a job done. So the next on the list, that's the Sigma 18-35. This is one famous lens out there. It is really a good lens. So with this, it's a Canon lens, so I'm able to pair it with my GH5 by using an adapter. We're going to talk about that later on. So with this, it is 18-35, but when I pair it to this, I'm able to go to somewhere. It turns, the calculation is a bit, I'm going to leave it on the screen, it's a bit complicated. This, it is so sharp and I use this mostly for my music video shoots. The next on the list, that's Canon 50mm. This is one cheap and good and famous and popular lens out there. I've been using this for all my pictures, all my photos that you've been seeing on Instagram. I take it with this, and also my thumbnails, mostly on other channels, I use this very lens. I pair that also with the adapter and I'm able to use it. Since it's a Canon lenses, I'm able to use it with my GH5. Now let's talk about the adapter. So this is Metabones adapter, Canon EF adapter. So with this, whenever I have any Canon lens, I'm able to pair it with my GH5. Since my GH5 is from Panasonic, it was quite expensive back then, but now I think it's quite cheap and they have so many companies that they've come into the game. Back then, Metabones was the king in the game. So the next on the list, that's my drone. I use Mavic 2 Pro. With this, I don't travel with it at all. There are so many laws when it comes to drones. In Finland, they introduced a new law, I think it was 2 years ago, that you need to write some exams or some tests to pass and have that certificate so you can be able to use your drones in Finland. So with other countries, to avoid all these issues, I don't travel with it at all. And mostly if I want a drone shot from that country I'll be visiting, I can easily get it online from Motion Array, Storyblocks, and all these other platforms. So the next on the list is the microphones, and we're gonna start with this one. It's called Momon. I don't know how to pronounce that. So this is my Bluetooth microphone that I use whenever I'm vlogging. I like to use the Bluetooth. It makes your life easy, so I don't need to sync the audio input, and I'm able to get a good clean audio from this. Not that extremely perfect, but it get the job done. And the next one is the Rode video mic. I've been using this for a long time. I think I started this when I started videography, and with this it's just a standby. I don't use it anymore since I have this Bluetooth microphone. It's quite easy with this one. So with this, I just have it in my bag in case the battery of this one dies. I can just pop this one on the GH5 and able to get the audio when I'm vlogging in town. So the next on the list is the Tascam DR10L. That's the one I'm using now. As you can see, it fits on my shirt now, and I have it in my pocket. I'm recording now. So with this, I mostly use it for my weddings and also when it comes to interviews for my clients. With that microphone, I'm able to get a good, clean audio, and it never disappoints. So that is my go-to microphone when it comes to all those kind of videos. Also, like this talking head video, it's a one-take kind of talking head video. So when I'm syncing in post, it makes my life easy compared to when I'm vlogging. I take some random shot here and there. That's why I don't use that for vlogging. I use this Bluetooth, so I'm able to get the audio straight in the camera. So next on the list is filters. So we're going to start with ND filter. With this, it goes to 10 stops. So what this does is when it's too bright outside and you want to cut down the light, you use the ND filters. But when I'm vlogging, I don't use it at all. I like to go fast and without wasting time when I'm vlogging. But when I have a client shoot, then I use the ND filter so I can keep the motion blur natural. So this, it just stays in my bag in case of that. Next on the list is a polarizer. With this, what it does is mostly when it comes to car shoots, you know, the windows, it has this reflection and all that, and also when you're shooting directly into the water. So with this, it cuts down those reflections, so you'll be able to see through those glass or the water itself. And also with this, I don't use it that much when it comes to shooting videos outdoors. Unless it's a client shoot, then I really need it. And next filter that I have, I'm using that to shoot right now. It just softens the images. I feel like the images that come out is too sharp, if I should put it that way. So I use the Black Promise to soften that images, and mine is somewhere 1/4. Yeah, 1/4 if I remember correctly, and I keep that on all the time. All my videos that you've been seeing, I've been shooting with that. And talking of filters, you will need a step-up ring. With this, what it does is, you know, when it comes to lenses, they have these sizes, different sizes when it comes to lens. So with this step-up ring, it makes it easy for you to fix filters on any lens that you have. So mostly what you do is, when you're buying the filters, you buy the big one. Then I have step-up ring, so any lens size that I have, I would just pop the step-up ring on that, then fix the filter on the step-up ring. Then I'll be able to use it with any lens, and with this, it's going to save your life without you buying so many filters out there. So step-up ring is a must. You can have as many as you can in your bag, and it's really cheap on Amazon. Now, storage devices. So I'm going to start with the SanDisk. With this, I edit all my videos on this, and it's 2 TB. Pretty fast when it comes to editing and moving files and all that. So what I normally do is I'll edit the videos on this. When I'm done, then I'll move it to another storage device that I keep my videos in case in future I need them. So the next is Seagate. This is 5 TB. So when I'm done editing the videos on this, I'll just move all the files onto the Seagate as a storage for future use. And also next on the list is SD cards. I need to buy a new SD card holder. There are some quite cool ones on Amazon. I don't know why I've not bought one yet. So yeah, I have all my SD cards in this very case. Terrible way to keep my SD cards. So next on the list is batteries. I have 4 spare batteries, and I'm shooting with one, so making it 5. Whenever I go out, I make sure I charge all of them. And with this, I don't need to be thinking of how to charge my batteries, where to charge and all that. I just need to focus on shooting the videos. And with this, it takes me through a whole day without thinking of charging my battery. So the next is plug adapters, and with this, when you're traveling, as you saw from my previous video, it's a must. So I have plug adapters in my bag whenever I'm traveling to different countries. I use that, and when I'm shooting domestic in Finland, I don't need plug adapters, so this only goes with me when I'm traveling. So the next on the list is air blower. I always have it in my bag in case I need to clean my lenses and also my camera. I just pop this on and then I can just clean them by blowing some air on that. And this is a must mostly when you're traveling. Next on the list is release plates. You will need that a lot, especially if you have a tripod and also a mini tripod. And also, let's say if you have a gimbal and you're moving your camera from one to the other, this makes everything so fast. So with this, you just fix the main. So let's say this is my mini tripod that I use when I'm vlogging. I have the release plate, the other part of it fixed on that. And also with my tripod, I have the other part fixed on that. So then I have this fixed on the camera. So when I'm moving from my tripod, which I'm shooting now, to this mini tripod, all I have to do is just think about the camera on this very release plate. You just pop it on like that and it goes straight to it, and you lock it from this very back side. And with this, it's going to save you lots of time, especially when you're doing run and gun shoot outdoors. The next on the list, power banks. With this, whenever I'm traveling, I have them. Whenever I'm shooting in Finland, I still have them. So I have a couple of them. I have two that I always travel with. I have, I think, one or two also in somewhere. And this is a must-have. So the next on the list is the tripod, and currently I'm using Siro. I always can't pronounce that name. Anyway, Siro Traveler. I'm using the 5C. It's very, very light when it comes to the weight, and with this, when you fix it on your camera bag, it feels like there's nothing with you. I've been using few tripods now, and so far this, when it comes to traveling, it's a must for me. It's very lightweight that you don't even feel it, and also when you fold it, it's really small. You fix it next to your camera bag and it doesn't take much space. And now on the last on the list, that's my MacBook M1 Max. If you've not seen the video, I'll leave it down there, and also up here you can go check on that. So whenever I'm traveling, I just have it in my bag so I can use it whenever I need it, somewhere in the airport or a long flight. I can just pop it out and do some editing or watch some movies. So right when I get to my destination and I check in the hotel or Airbnb or wherever I'll be staying, I like to take it out from my camera bag. It is quite heavy if you're walking around with it the whole day. So with that, my camera bag becomes very light and I just go around shoot. When I get back, then I have my laptop. All the equipment and the products that I've been mentioning in this video, I'll leave a link down there below if you want to check it out or if you want to grab one for yourself. All right, guys, catch you on the next one. Peace.